Hi everyone, hope you're all okay this week. Excuse the cat cleaning her paws in the background. Um, Hope you all had a good one. I've seen you've been keeping busy on the group chat, which is really nice to see. Trying to think what I've been up to this week. Tried to take cats out on a little walk on their leads. It's been a bit cold though, so they literally went out for 2 seconds. They were like, "No, I'm okay." So I don't think they're going to be going out anytime soon. Trying to think what else I've done. Lots of exercise, keeping busy with classes, and then obviously the odd glass of wine here and there because it's lockdown. What else to do, hey? And that's it really. So anyway, let's move on to Pilates then. So I was going to do another nice grounded session. Quite like starting from the floor for a change. We don't do it often. So let's come and find a seated position then with the legs crossed, okay? Okay. She's like, excuse me, this is my time. So just cross the legs, make yourself nice and comfortable. Okay, if you need to make yourself more comfortable, you can sit on a block or cushions or anything. If you pop your hips up higher, it will just release a bit of tension from the hips, okay? Because we're going to stay seated for a little bit. So just have the hands just resting onto the knees and just take a few shoulder rolls back. So I just want you to really just notice how they're feeling today. Just do this a few times, coming back, and just let the shoulder blades slide down the back towards your hips. So when they roll back, you find that length in your neck. And just notice if one feels different to the other. And breathe. Breathe with it. Okay, and then just let the shoulders roll back, keep them down. And then you're just going to keep that length through the neck. I want you to close your eyes and just focus on breathing for a moment. So we're going to breathe in through the nose, and then you're going to breathe out through the mouth. So breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just continue this pace to yourself at home. Just going with your own time. As you breathe in, just feel the rib cage expand out. You can always place a hand on top if you want. And then when you exhale, try and just feel how the body softens. So let those shoulders relax. We want to just keep the tummy muscles engaged slightly. So we want to keep them engaged so that we can lift and lengthen up through the spine. Keep that length through the back. Now just keep breathing this way, and then you're going to take your head over to one shoulder and just tilt it to the side. Okay, and then just find that on the other side as well. Just notice how that feels in the neck. And then just bring your head back to the center and take a look. So you're bringing the chin towards the shoulder. And then again to the other side. Gosh, cats are really just don't care today, do they? And then bring your head back to the center. Then we're going to bring the chin down towards the chest. Now keep the shoulders pulled back. So squeeze the shoulder blades together. Feel the posture muscles working. And then you're going to gently lift the head and keep those shoulders where they are. Now, when you breathe in now, just lift up through that chest a bit more. You're going to exhale and twist to the right first. So you're going to keep the hands on the knees, turn the chest and shoulders, but keep that length through your back. Okay, so you may find that you don't twist as far. That's okay. You want to keep that length. Can we not? Can we not? Mummy's trying to film. Sorry, guys. I just clocked. All right, and then just change to the left. This is going to be an interesting video. Tick. Okay, and then again, just change to the other side again. If you want to deepen the twist, you can bring the opposite hand over that knee. And then again, once more to the other side. And then just release, turning the chest back to the front. And then just let those shoulders roll again, just a few more times, just to get any tension out there. Sometimes in a twist, you can feel a bit of tension build up in the body. And then you're going to take a side bend. So I want you to bring your hand over, soften this arm over, and then just relax down the side of your body. You don't have to bend that elbow. Bring this hand in or out, depending on whether you want to deepen the side bend or not. And then breathe in to take the arms over, exhale to find the other side. And then again, we're just going to change to each side a few times here. So breathing out on the side bend, breathing in to come over, exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. And just find your natural rhythm with this now. Okay, so just take your own pace. Breathing out as you reach over so that you can really soften through those shoulders. One more to each side. And then just come back to the center. You're going to keep the arms out nice and wide, palms facing forward. And then we're going to start to work through the back. So your breath in, you're going to take the arms back behind you. So the chest pushes forward. And then when you breathe out, you're going to round through the spine, tap the fingers together in front. Chin comes into the chest. So breathe in to push the chest forward. Exhale to round through the back and curve. So you should feel like when you're tapping the fingers that you're hollowing the front of your body. Those shoulders come forward, the head drops down and you release. So we've done this one standing quite a bit. Okay, so it's a bit of a different feeling. I seem to feel a little bit more when you're seated because you're keeping all the attention on the upper body here. Nothing in the lower body can move. Just a couple more. Good, and then just relax your arms, okay? You might feel those shoulders a little bit, okay? And then from here, I just want you to just fold forward. So just let the head go, relax the shoulders and the neck. Just let the hands stay in front and just try and find your natural fold. Okay, and then from there, just come back to the center then. All right, and then you're going to take the legs into our 90-90 position. So we looked at this on the other grounded video we did. So you're going to have the right leg in front first, left leg behind. Both legs are bent as if like they're in literally a 90-degree angle, okay? You're sitting into the hips. Now, if you've got the right leg in front, you may feel that left hip start to rise. That is okay. That's kind of what we want when we eventually turn around to the side, okay? So just make sure that you're comfortable here. You can still sit on something that will still take tension away from the hips. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the body to the side. Bring your hands forward. Okay, and I want you to feel this twist in the torso, okay? So if you're turning this way, your chest is obviously to the front, everything is open. And then when you turn this shoulder down, you can feel that twist. All right, so I just want you to hold it there. Feel the abs brace and just keep the hands a little bit wider than the shoulders. Now, we're going to come down and take a little press up. So you're going to bend your elbows, lower the chest down, and then you're going to push and lift up, okay? So, I want you to breathe in on the way down, exhale up. So breathe in and up. Okay, so when you're pushing on the hardest bit there to come up, that's when you're breathing out. Okay, as you're lowering, try and keep the spine long. So you might find that maybe you're not coming as low, that's fine. We don't want to come any lower than the elbows really. Try and keep those legs in that one place. Take two more. I apologise, guys. I don't know what is going on with them today. They're just not leaving me alone. Then you're going to come out of that twist, okay? This hand, you're going to reach over onto that shin, and you're going to reach the arm over and take a side bend, okay? So you're opening through the front of the body here. You're taking that twist away. So funny, aren't they? Children. My little fair children. And then from there, come back. And we're going to literally change to the other side. So swing the legs round. Okay, hands come to the side. So find that twist in the torso. Make sure the hips are comfortable. And then keep the back as long as you can. So brace through the tummy and then start to lower down. So spread out through the fingers there. Use that breath out to push back up. Keep that brace in the tummy. Just a few more. And then gently push up and take that twist. Bring the hand round and then side bend over. Okay, good. And then from there, then let's come out and we're going to take a prone position. So coming onto our front. So the first exercise down here, what we're going to do is take the hands out. So your arms are going to be like this on the floor. Okay, like a square. And what we're doing is we're going to lift and lower alternate sides. So before we even think about lifting the arms, squeeze through the glutes, tense the lower body. Okay, that is to protect our lower back. So when we lift the chest, we're not putting pressure into that lower back. So squeeze through the glutes, spread out the hands, eye gaze stays down. As you exhale, you're going to lift one arm up. Try and lift that shoulder as well. And then you're going to breathe in and lower the hand. Other side, you breathe out and then breathe in to lower. So exhale, open, inhale, lower. So we've got another twist through the spine. This is a good one for shoulders. If you know that your shoulders are tight, yeah, it may feel quite challenging, but it is good for them. It's going to really strengthen those upper back muscles, which help give us better posture. Now, if you need a bit of assistance with it, what you can do is press the other hand into the floor to help lift you up. But I want you to try and use the muscles in the back, okay, rather than pushing through the floor. Good, just take a couple more. And then from there, just shift your hands a little bit further in front. So you're on your forearms. And then what we're going to do is go straight into a move called swan dive. So it's like a back bend basically. So you're going to start with the eye gaze down. Then what you're going to do is push, lift your eye gaze, push through the hands, try and lengthen the arms and then feel the chest lift from the floor. And then release down. Okay, so you're going to breathe out as you lift. And then you're going to actually breathe in as you lower. Now, depending on how this feels in the back, if you want more intensity, you can bring the elbows in closer. So when you push through the hands and lift and extend, you've got a deeper back bend. If you want less, bring your hands further forward. Yeah, and then the chest isn't coming up as high. So just gauge that yourself. See how it feels. So when we're breathing out to lift, that's where the muscles work the hardest, and then we breathe in to lower. A few more. Good, last one. And then from there, push back to child's pose, okay? So just let your hips come back to your heels. Just release through that lower back. Okay, and as you're in child's pose, the knees are out wide. You want to soften through the shoulders and your arms and just have a little rest there, okay? And then from there, come to all fours. And we're just going to continue to work through the spine a little bit. So just arch through the back and then round through the spine, just taking cat and cow. Just finding a bit of release and mobility there through the back. Keeping those hands underneath the shoulders, knees under hips. Okay, and then from there, let's come onto our side. So lay down. Your arm can either be fully extended out or you can prop the hand up. There's going to be a couple of progressions. One progression, you are going to have to lay the head down. So try and do this option if you can. Legs are going to stay extended. You can have the legs just a little bit further in front. I don't know that one. Oh, excuse her. I never say her name. She always, I keep having to unplug her because she keeps going off randomly. So, cats and then the legs on. So legs just in front so that you can keep the balance. So you're not going to rock forward and back through the hips, okay? Now, keep the hand in front just to start, and we're just going to begin by lifting and lowering that top leg, okay? So keeping the leg parallel, just lift and lower and feel what muscles work as the leg lifts. So you're feeling the hips, the outside here, the hip flexors, and you're also probably feeling the glute. And then what we also want to think about, which sometimes we forget, is the abs. So you want to squeeze the tummy, brace here, because that is what really helps keep you in that one fixed position, all right? Now, if you want to progress this, what you can do is take your arm over, lengthen, and then when you breathe out, you're going to lift the leg, lift the head and try and tap towards the leg. Breathe in to lower, exhale up. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, and as you tap the leg, you can feel the abs work more and you can actually start to feel the obliques as well, so the muscles down the side of the body. Okay, take a few more of these. And then nice and simple, just change to the other side, okay? So bring the legs round or just roll over. Okay, so just set that position, bracing through the tummy. Body is long, legs just a little bit further in front. And then when you're ready, just start by lifting and lowering the leg, keeping the core braced and switched on. Breathing out to lift the leg. And if you want to go straight in with those taps, you can. You can keep them quite low. You can see how that bottom shoulder is staying on the floor. Still working the abdominals, but to intensify it, you can actually lift up slightly and then come down. So don't strain the neck. Try and use the core muscles to lift yourself up. Get a few more. And then rest by coming onto your back, okay? So just release the neck there. You may feel a little bit of strain naturally. And then keep the spine long, feet grounded to begin with. So we're going to take a glute stretch on each side. We're going to do it slightly differently today. So let's start with one leg up. Bring the ankle onto the opposite knee so that you're flexing this foot. So if you've got your right leg up first, for instance, flex the foot and push that knee out. Just notice how that feels in the hips. Okay. Now, if you're quite happy just staying with this option, I want you to just hold and breathe with it. So every time you breathe out, put a bit more pressure into that leg and just try and maintain that stretch. You should feel it down towards the glute. If you want more, what you can do is pick up the leg. Now, you can either bring the hands through the gap, try and hold onto this back thigh. So you might want to just bring the other hand round and keep this knee pushing out. What we're going to do is we're actually going to move this knee in and out. Okay, so very gently It may not be a huge movement, but usually I'll just get you to pull in and just hold it, and there can be a lot of tension build up there, and sometimes it's nicer to actually just move with it. So you're just sort of coming in and out of that stretch. You're still holding the stretch the whole time, but you're sort of adding and then taking away intensity. So every time you breathe out, bring the knee in. Breathe in to take the leg away. Okay, if it doesn't feel good moving it, you can just hold. It's just an option for you to try today. All right, and then just let the foot come down, and let's change to the other side. So just start by pushing the knee out. See how that feels first. And then if you want to, bring that other knee up and then start to just breathe with it. So just shifting the knee in and out. You may find that sometimes the range of movement can differ on each side as well. So I noticed on this side that actually I can't move the leg in and out as far, but gradually the more you do, you can start to find that everything starts to loosen just a little bit. Okay, just do this a few more times. Okay, and then just release the legs. Just take a full body stretch there. Just lengthen away. Okay, and then we're going to come up to a seated position. So when you're ready to lift, just find that seated position, feet in front. You're going to keep the feet hip width apart. Okay, feet nice and flat, knees bent, and we're lifting and lengthening up through that spine. So we're going to come to our roll backs, and we're going to add some different arms in today. So the hands, you can start with them behind the legs if you like, or you can have them in front. So let's take a breath in to lift up first, finding as much length through the back as possible. And then when you breathe out, start to round through the back and roll down just to that halfway point. Okay, you're going to breathe in again and lift, and then you're going to exhale and lower. So those hands are just there for a bit of guidance. If you want to, take them off and test that core strength. So the abs should be braced the whole time as you roll back and forth. So use that in-breath to come up, and then that out-breath to come down. Just feel the abs engage. Now, what we're going to do today is add in some arms. So when you breathe in and come up, we're going to add an arm in. We're going to fully rotate the arm back and then forward, and then the other side, and then you're going to come down. Okay? So breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in. Okay, if you want to, you can create this smaller by bringing the hands over the shoulders. So if it's uncomfortable, taking that arm back straight, okay, if you feel strain, just bring the hand back, roll the elbow back, and then roll down. Okay, so you don't have to keep the arm long. Okay, and to test that core strength, try and come down a bit lower each time. Okay. One more time. And then just rest the shoulders, bringing the hands down onto the ankles, just let the body round forward. So just breathe out, release tension here. Okay, and then just roll up. We've got another seated exercise from here. So what we're going to do, okay, so you can lift up in between, or you can stay down. There's a couple of options. So the first option, what you're going to do is you're going to take a roll back. Okay, as you do that, you're going to lift a leg and try and clap the hands underneath or just tap. Then you're going to bring yourself back up, lift again, come down, tap under the other leg, and then rise. Okay, so you roll down, tap, and then lift. So breathe out, and then breathe in to come up. Your other option is to just come down, hold, and just continue to clap underneath the legs. So you're sort of staying in this half roll down, and you can see that when I'm then tapping, I'm sort of taking a little crunch as I come up. And the breath pattern changes. So you exhale to crunch, breathe in to roll back. Yeah, so you're staying in this constant roll back, and you're just tapping underneath each leg. Okay, if that feels too much, come back to the first option. So you come down, you take a tap. You might want to maybe just try one on both legs and then lift in between. So you get that moment of release rather than just staying down the whole time. So you can sort of gauge it and do as many as you want. You might want to just come down, tap once and lift, or you might want to do 4 and then come up. So just gauge it depending on your body. Okay. So just really try and keep that brace through the abdominals to take any discomfort away from the lower back. I'm going to try and do 4 more of these, whether you're coming up or staying down. Definitely gets the tummy warm, this one. All right, and then from there, push the legs away and let's take a forward fold. So just keep a bit of space between the feet. Just relax the body forward. Soften through the neck and shoulders. And just feel that release down the back of the body. Just take a few more breaths. And just slowly lift up through the spine. Just want you to lean back into the hands, bend the knees, and we're just going to let them roll side to side. So just finding a bit of release there through the lower back and the hips. Just rolling on the inside and the outside of the feet. Okay. All right. And then just come back to a seated position then. All right. You're going to cross the legs and just move through the back here. So I want you to just push the chest forward again. Breathe out and just release through the spine. Okay, and then from there, we're going to come onto all fours, and we are actually going to finish standing today. So I want you to bring the weight into the hands and knees, tuck the toes under, and walk your hands back to your feet. So we're coming to a forward fold. We've just looked at the hamstrings there, just holding in that seated fold. So bend your knees as much as you need to, and then we're going to slowly roll up to stand. Okay, so we have been working through the back and the abdominals. We've moved through the spine a little, so take your time coming up, catch the balance as you lift and let your head be the last thing to rise. And I just want you to take a few roll downs and up like this, okay? So just come down, soften into a full fold. So we've really focused on upper body here. So just try and keep this transition smooth, rolling through every vertebrae in your back. Take your time. Let the chin drop down, shoulders, and then the rest of your back. There's no set timing here. Just go at your own pace. And then last one, just come back up and stay there. Okay, keeping your feet hip width apart. Let's take a deep breath in, lift the arms up, bring the hands through the center, and thank you. Well done, guys. So, let me know how you got on. Any questions about anything? What's happening with her? Let me know. Apologies for my cat just coming in and wanting to just clean themselves. Do apologise. So have a good rest of your week, and yeah, see you next week. Bye.